Hi, I'm Cyrus. So I'm struggling to understand why people will give birth, especially for the men, and call their children their full name. For instance, the man is called James Kobina Mensah, and then he calls the son James Kobina Mensah Jr. I am struggling to understand why people do this. This is my reason. There are people that I know are really struggling in life, yet they are very proud to give their name down to their children, especially their sons. In my mind, this is what I think. All the struggles that you have gone through is sort of you are dumping it on this newborn baby who is yet to experience anything in life. The boy who is yet to carve out his own life is already having to deal with the father's name and the pressures that comes with bearing that name. And this thing has become so popular, even though it is a recent thing. If you look at all the old documents in the world, which the Bible is one of them, there is nowhere you find somebody who gives birth to a son and calls a son his own name. Why would people do this? And I feel they don't allow their children to grow up and bear their own cross. It's like they put their cross on their children in addition to the cross the child has to bear on their own. This is unfair. It is very arrogant in my eyes for a father to think putting their names on their children will mean more love. If you want to demonstrate love to your children, it's not the name you put on that child. It is the ability of yours to go out there and provide for that baby. That is what love is. Love is not just going around naming children. In fact, in Ghana, you walk around, you hear a lot of beautiful names. And this is one of the things I'm going to talk about in my podcast. People think when you call your child Adum or you call your child Inshira, it means the baby becomes a blessing. I know people called Inshira who are mad people walking in the street. The name doesn't turn the baby into what you want the baby to become. It is what you put into the baby that will come out as what you want the baby to become. So if you are not willing and ready to invest in the baby, don't be too proud and think by putting your name on the baby will make the baby whatever you aspire the baby to become. As a matter of fact, you don't even know what the baby wants to become. So it is about time people allow kids to find their own path. It is about time people allow kids to grow into their own destiny. You cannot just name a kid and expect him to carry that cross. When people hear your child's name, they say, oh, that is the father. Because the child is James Kweku Mensah and the father is James Kweku Mensah Sr. And they look at your child like they look at your father. Meanwhile, the father hasn't been successful for many years and is still poor. Are you wishing your child becomes as broke and poor as you are? Is that the mentality? If you really want your child to do well in life, why don't you give him a name that will resonate with newness, something new, untouched? Why would you want to burden your child with your own name? This is not right. People are ignorantly doing things that are harming their kids and they do not know. In the next coming episodes, I will be breaking it down and giving you more reasons why it is not something you should encourage. I don't think it's something you should encourage. I think it should stop, as a matter of fact. I'm Cyrus. Thank you and be a blessing. Bye-bye for now.